Have you ever thought to yourself, these balloons just ain't bringing me any money. Nobody's wanting to give me anything for my balloons. Well, I'm here today to show you a little tip on how you can add a little bit more perceived value to your balloons. And we're going to use the things in front of me to show you what you can do to add a little pizzazz to your balloons because everybody wants to do something different with their balloons, make it look really nice, special. When you got time, sometimes you can't do this because you don't have enough time. Maybe you're in a really quick line work and you're having to do basic balloons. But I'll tell you what, if you get a chance to add a little bit of bling to your balloons, it's well worth it, and the results speak for themselves when it happens. So what am I talking about? Well, I've got several things here I'm going to show you. Stick around all the way. I'm going to show you some balloons that I've made, that I've used these things with. I'm not going to show you how to do them because I have other videos that show you how to do basically a lot of the balloons. You can find a video, but it doesn't have to be just these balloons. It can be any balloon that you have. A basic dog you can do this tip with. I don't suggest it, but you know what? You can do it. You can spice up your basic balloon dog and add a little perceived value to that, because a basic balloon dog, most people are like, well, I can make that. You don't want that to be the thought of your clients or the people standing in front of you that you're trying to earn a little money from, thinking, hey, I could do that. Here's a buck. I'd rather see somebody hand me a $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill. I've even had people hand me a $50 bill for one balloon. And it's not because it was such an amazing balloon. It's because they enjoyed the entertainment with it as well. And they got to watch me interact with other kids. And that's the biggest tip I can tell you is interact, be fun, pick on the kids. The adults love it, the kids love it. And just don't go too far, because sometimes you can really make a kid upset. So let's get to it. Let me show you how to add a little bling, a little more perceived value to your balloons. See, I've got all these things that I tend to take with me to a lot of events. Some of the things I don't take all the time, but I should take my own advice. Things like stickers. My wife hates stickers. Maybe you're the type of person like my wife who hates anything sticky. She don't like Band-Aids, nothing like that. And you might be like that. Have the kids take a sheet of stickers, have the kids take it off themselves and put it on a balloon. Like a butterfly balloon with a butterfly sticker. Can you see? Just adding a little detail extra to the balloon. The kids love these stickers. Personally, I think it looks awful, but the kids love it, and it makes them smile, and that's all I'm there for. If I can make a kid smile, I've done my job. But stickers, you can use stickers to add a little extra detail to all of your balloons. You can find heart stickers, you can find stars, you can find any kind of stickers basically that you could think of. Here's a tip. Get custom-made stickers with your logo on it. Put it on the balloons. It'll go with the kids, and it'll be walking advertisement for you. There's an idea. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. Might have to do it now. What about, you ever saw one of these? It's a balloon stick. Normally, you put the little cup thing at the end and put a round balloon on it. You can do it that way, or you could do it and add a little perceived value to your balloons. Doing this for like little kids is perfect because they don't have to hold on to it. Because little kids, you know, the moms who have 3-4-year-olds, maybe 2-3-4-year-olds, the ones that you don't want to take the balloons because they might eat it, and then they'll end up in a hospital. And next thing you know, you're in a courtroom telling the people, hey, I told them several times, several people heard me say it, and your insurance has to pay out a lot of money. This will help because the kids will be holding the balloon. They won't have to worry about it, and that way they can keep an eye on it a little better. And all you do is take the stick and shove it up the balloon animal's tush. I feel sorry for that animal. Sorry, Teddy. But there you go. It's a what would you call it? A Teddy lollipop. And hopefully they don't look at it. Alright, but anyway, there's another thing. Just adding this little detail makes this the people's mind think, hey, there's more than one thing, and it's easier for my child to carry around, or it's easier for mom to hold, because you know it's going to happen, especially at a carnival or fair or something like that. Mom can hold this a whole lot better than she can walk around trying to maintain holding a 2-inch balloon or 4-inch or 6-inch or whatever. It's a whole lot easier to carry this than just the balloon by itself. So that adds a little extra perceived value. And they don't cost that much. They're really cheap. So you're not really doing much more of an expense. So there's that. I've got bigger and better ideas. And one of them fell on the floor. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and get to this. You see the tinsel here. Tinsel is perfect to decorate balloons, especially for the ladies. Of course, I've got the red, blue, and silver that I'd use for white for like 4th of July coming up soon. If you're watching shortly after this video, because it is May right now, so you got a couple months to figure out some designs with red, white, and blue tinsel, if you can find it. You can probably find it in the stores right now, but get it when it goes on sale. Like Easter time's a perfect time to get, not Easter, Christmas time. It's a perfect time to get tinsel on sale. I got these for like 25 cents a what do you call it, a package. And it's got 25 feet of garland. I've had this for almost a year. I hadn't really used much of the blue yet. And you can take and spice up your wristbands and add a little fun, that little sparkle that all the ladies like. Normally it's around this area, but if it sparkles, the ladies, especially the girly girls, like the sparkle and the extra little pizzazz that goes there. And while I'm thinking about it, if you make your wristbands with just the rubber band, I don't like doing that because it pulls my hairs, okay? And if they have hairs or whatever, and sometimes it pinches and stuff, I don't use that, which is another tip. Go to the Dollar Tree, get you some hair bands. As you can see, I need them a lot. Take a hairband, preferably if you can find them without the metal. Get those, but these are fine. Just try not to keep them out in the heat because it might burn a little bit, getting too hot, as long as we stay out in the sun. But take your hairband, put it around like 3 of the balloons, and it's so much better on the hands than the balloon itself. And you have a pretty little wristlet, is what I call them. I don't call them. Most people call them something else. I call them wristband or a wristlet because the way you say it the other way, the boys don't tend to want a bracelet. They don't tend to want bracelets. But if you call it a wristband, they're more into getting something, maybe not like this, but maybe with a Spider-Man or an alien head or a smiley face design, and you can use the blue and the red or the silver or whatever for the Spider-Man. You can do so much with tinsel. You can actually have it, use it as hair, like on a horse or something like that, if you so desire. I haven't done that yet, but the idea seems like it would be pretty cool, just to make it sparkly. So there's another idea to spice up your balloons. Boop. One of the ones I like doing, especially, and I have lost it again. There it is. Especially when it starts getting dark. Everybody tends to make the lightsabers. Lightsaber. Should click already as to how you're going to do it. Make your lightsaber. Take one of these. It's a glow stick. You can get them at Walmart. Really cheap. A box of 50 or 100 might cost you like $5. but take your glow sticks, and when you make your lightsaber, wrap it right in here, right in between the two top ones. If you make it, I like making them with the two so that I can put that right there, mainly. And it's kind of hard to see since I've got it blue and blue. I probably should have chose a different color. But at night, if it's dark, that's going to look really cool inside of there. And it looks like the LEDs on a screen or something from Star Wars. And the kids really love it. And when they find out that it's got a light, you'll start getting a lot of requests for the lightsabers. And these are really simple balloons to make. Adding the light feature really helps with the added value perception of that. So I highly recommend getting some glow sticks. I've got it in my balloon bag from Ron Fowler at bagaloon.com, and I got it sucked down in the side in one of the pouches there, so I just shoot my balloons over a little, reach down, pull one out, and I try to do it without them seeing it, at least for the first couple, and then it gives them a little surprise, and they're like, wow! Like you've built Mount Rushmore with all new presidents with a snap of your finger. That's the kind of reaction you get sometimes. So there's another tip that I use all the time when it starts getting dark. If it's like really light outside, I'm not going to waste my time, like if it's early morning or something, because when you do it, all that's going to happen is the balloon's possibly going to go down by the time it gets dark, and it's not going to be as much fun. And I always tell the kids when they get it, I said, and when the balloon pops or dies on its own, you got a glow bracelet that you can wear until it stops glowing. So it's an extra little added value to their balloons. So there's that, the lightsaber, the glow sticks. And you can use it on different balloons, like the diamond sword, or there's so many different things you can do with it. You can put it on a hat, like if you have a top of the hat, like, excuse me just one second. Maybe you want to put a hat or a hairband. You can add a glow stick there, and then put the tinsel around it, and it's going to glow, and it might even sparkle a little more with the tinsel. I've not done it, but that would be a good way to do it for the hairbands, or just to make a hat of some sort that has something you can wrap it around. Where you can wrap it around and kind of stick it out the way would be a perfect use for the glow sticks. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying, but it works great for the lightsabers. That's about all I use it for, to be honest. But one thing that let me before I get to my final one that I like to use, when Halloween comes around, get some spider web. Whenever you make a spider, I make this huge spider, and I will take some of this spider web and I will wrap it throughout the legs and around it as much as I can get around it. And I only use a small piece and just kind of stretch it as much as I can, just to give it a web effect. The kids, the adults love this, okay? Especially around Halloween time. Or just when I put it on the menu for a spider, they're not expecting it to come with its own web. And this adds a really big visual effect to the balloon, as well as an added perceived value, more blingage, as some would say. So pick you up some spider web when Halloween comes around. Just don't make the mistake of sticking it in the doorway and forgetting about it, and then walking into it, because you'll start with the heebie-jeebies. Alright, finally, and this is just a few things you can do, but I didn't want to make too long of a video. My favorite thing to do with balloons, I've changed it up a little bit recently, and I'll explain why once I get into it, but it is adding a light to your balloons. You can get these Neoloons, or they have off-brands. You can find them on Temu, Amazon, but they're just these little round LED lights with a little tab on it. You've probably seen it if you've done balloons for a while. You just pull the tab out and it turns the light on, because there's two little watch batteries inside here that separates. And stick that in a balloon of any type, And the kids love it. Like I said, I do this once it starts getting darker. I'll start doing the light stuff, and you can do it with so many things. One of my absolute favorite things to do with the lights is around Christmas time, and I'm sure since I said that, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be used for Rudolph's nose. And if you notice, you hear that? You add some jingle bells that you can get at an art like Michael's or someplace like that, an art supply store, Hobby Lobby, whatever. Get it inside the balloon. You've got the ultimate balloon at Christmas time. You've got Rudolph and his bells, because you hear these bells at Christmas time. Sometimes you want to pay the bell ringers to stop ringing the bells, if you're like me, because they drive me bonkers. I love the organization, and I love the reason they're doing it, but them bells drive me crazy. But if you want to drive the parents crazy, now the parents will love it for the most part when they see it, and they'll be like, wait, what? How did you do that? They'll think you're a miracle worker. So this is like the ultimate added value. Of course, you could take, let's see, take a little tinsel and wrap it around Rudolph's neck. Look at there. Rudolph's got a Christmas scarf. That actually isn't a bad idea, except not quite that long. But I hope you've gotten something out of these tips, because these are things I actually use when I do balloons. And I'm going to put him over here because that red's blinding me. But I had said I changed up my my usage with the lights. If you can possibly avoid doing this, try not to get the flashing lights. I love them. I swore by them. I actually didn't order any red or white lights, which is the two other ones that I carry other than the multicolor flashing. But I had an incident with my flashing lights at my own house. I had created a long rifle, like a stormtrooper rifle, and at the end of it, I stuck a flashing multicolor light into an apple twist, and it sat in there perfectly. By the way, you can use the red at the end of it, and it looks like it's about to start firing the laser beams. But anyway, I used a multicolor one, and I went to show my daughter, and she has epilepsy, and dumb dad didn't think about it. She only looked at it for maybe a second or two before she flipped her head around, because she knew that she shouldn't be looking at flashing lights. And I, of course, as soon as she did that, it clicked in my head, oh, I'm stupid, what did I do? So I got it out of there, and for about 45 minutes to an hour later, she had a seizure because of it. These flashing lights that you see might be fun, might be cool, but people with epilepsy, you don't know who they are. They could be walking around. They could not know that they have it at the time, and you can cause somebody to have an epileptic seizure. And I'm probably never going to use them again. I still want to talk to either a doctor or somebody that knows more about epilepsy and make sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what caused her seizure, because all we did was go to church after I had showed it to her, probably about 10 minutes after I had showed it to her, and while we were at church, she started having problems, and my wife took her out, and she had a seizure out in the lobby area, and it was the worst one she's ever had. So, Daddy's an idiot, and you don't want to go through that, especially if it's your kid, but somebody else's kid also. You don't want that to happen to their kid or to the adult. So I put that warning out as a help to you, maybe to help you think about what you do with these added things for the balloons. Like I said, I'm going to check a little bit more into it, but I'm pretty sure that the multi-flashing balloons or lights are gone out of my my repertoire. Somebody said that they have a slower flashing one, which might be okay. Like I said, I'm gonna check into things. But the red ones, the white ones, they have all kinds of different color ones. They work perfect for everything else. It doesn't have to flash. When they put it in the balloon and they light up, the kids are gonna like it. It doesn't have to flash, which is what I have to get into my head, because I like watching them flash myself. But anyway, I hope you got something from this video. My name's Jackie, the Balloon Guy. Like and subscribe to my channel. I believe it's like right in here somewhere. It might be over here. I don't know. Watch one of my videos and have a great day. Keep twisting. Have fun. Create some smiles.